I think the thing that most people don't know is we played really well. We made some adjustments for that match, and we did those very well. Ball State made some adjustments also, and I think the biggest difference was Ball State's middle blocker, Kelsey Brandel, played like a senior, and she was the difference in the match. And when it got right down to it, she made big plays at the end, and we weren't able to stop her. But hopefully our seniors saw that and learned that, and we have some seniors that can make big plays at the end this year for us, and that's what we're counting on. Well, just because of the way scheduling works around here, that's common for us to be on the road those first 4 weekends. We're pretty used to it. The nice thing is we usually try to play Michigan or Michigan State our last weekend, and we're going to Michigan, and that will be a very, very difficult tournament for us. However, we need to play as good a competition as we can to get prepared for the MAC. We get to go down to North Texas to an area, school we've never been to an area we've never been to. Their head coach is a former assistant coach in the MAC, so we know him very well. Memphis will be a good tournament, and we start off going down there. We're going to take a bus. Usually we fly, but a little team building trip. And Memphis head coach is another former assistant coach in the MAC, so there's a lot of familiar ties. And the last one is UIC in Chicago, and we have more players that we're recruiting from the Chicago area, so it'll be nice for their families. And Horizon League usually is pretty competitive as well. So it should be a good 4 tournaments for us.
Battle for that position could play out.
Well, you're right. We have a freshman coming in who has great lineage. Her mom was a former assistant coach in the MAC. Her sister's a current setter in the Big Ten. So high volleyball IQ, very skilled. So she'll be prepared to battle with our junior returner, Kim Hildreth. And Kim had the opportunity to set all spring. Learned a lot from watching Ashley the last few years. But it really just comes down to who runs the team and how the team responds to them and who gets the job done. But we do have 2 very capable setters, so it'll be an interesting battle. Yeah, I was really worried about that last year. You just never know how recruiting goes, and we got very, very fortunate in bringing in Sierra Reed from Munciana program, who's won a national championship and also a state high school championship, and played for one of the best club coaches in the country. So she's pretty talented, pretty experienced, has faced a lot of big hitters, has been in a very demanding and disciplined system. So I think she'll adjust pretty quickly. The other pickup was Corinne Smith, who played for a club team out of Ohio, who I got to watch quite a bit because she played with my daughter. And she just kept getting better and better and better, and she's got a great platform and a drive that just makes her successful. So, Cassie was a pretty gritty, determined, pretty fiery person, and when she came in, she made big plays, and both Corinne and Sierra are capable of that. And then you add them in with Natalie Folk, who was a freshman last year, so she's a returner. As a sophomore, she saw quite a bit of action. So we've got 3 legitimate, very good defensive specialists. Well, Rachel has a lot of accolades, and we've set her a lot of balls, and she's got a lot of kill for us over the years. So, just like I said, Kelsey Brandel had a great season for Ball State, especially when it meant the most, and we expect that from Rachel this year. She'll put up some big numbers, and she'll have big matches, and she'll be our offensive leader. Kristen Baker just keeps getting better and better every year, and I think her percentages will come up, and I think she'll be an all-MAC candidate. Add in her experience, and same thing. I think she's going to make big plays when we need it most. I think we have a middle blocker and outside hitter that we could really rely on. And Caitlin Vincent's coming off shoulder surgery, so she's coming off an injury. She's been a role player for us, but it sure is nice to have another senior that does a nice job with leadership. And she's a player that we put in there, and she does good things. Team gets fired up, so it's nice to have that option as well. Aaron and Paige have both started for us since our freshman year, so they have a lot of reps under their belt. They have a lot of court experience. Both of them have had big matches for us at different times. The thing that we're looking for them is to both go for us this year. As juniors, they should be ready to play as upperclassmen, and especially with their experience. both of them could come up any night with 20 kills and big blocks and just doing all the little things for us. So I think either one of them on any given night will do great things. When they both go, it's going to be really fun to watch. Megan had a breakout spring, I think, for us. In the fall, she did a nice job blocking for us offensively. She was a little bit limited. End of the year, she had some better matches offensively for us. But this spring, she was a weapon in there. So it'll be nice to have a second middle blocker that we could set along the net at various positions and come up with big kills. Natalie had a great spring as well, playing the libero position, had a lot of opportunities to really be a defensive captain for us and really cover the court, so that experience will be valuable. Katie has a back injury right now. We're not quite sure if we're going to have to redshirt her or not, so she's a question mark. Kelsey Jones, we were able to redshirt last year, and she's really coming along. So it'll be interesting to see how she develops either in the middle or the right side, but she's certainly, after her spring play, we are confident and comfortable of putting her in there and her getting the job done that we need.
The role she's going to play this year.
Sure. Stacy gets her full, what we call full wax. She's very aggressive. She will swing at any ball, anywhere, anytime, and I love her aggressiveness. She's about 6 foot, maybe a little bit longer, plays nice and high. So she's going to add another arm for us on the left side, or possibly the right side as well. And then we have the setter and then 2 DSs. So we have some ball control and then I think an outside hitter that we needed for depth.
The season in general.
Cleveland State is a very good team. They've won the Horizon League a couple times. They're big, they're fast, they're athletic. So I think it'll be a great match right out of the chute for us here at home. I think it's a type of match that we'll have to play well in to win, just like a Mid-American Conference match.